Big color, bigger savings. Sherwin-Williams Super Sale is here. Get 40% off paints and stains June 5th through the 11th with prices starting at $30.89. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
Good morning and welcome to Town Square Sunday. I'm your host, Jim Phillips. This program highlights nonprofit groups in our area and the work they do to improve the quality of life for people who live on the South Coast. This morning we are taking a look at Big Brother, Big Sister, that program in Eastern Massachusetts. Big Brother, Big Sister, Eastern Massachusetts. My guests are Kimberly Rioux, who is the South Coast Community Engagement Specialist, and Chelsy Baker, who's the Senior Program Coordinator for this organization. First, welcome to you both.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we're excited to be here.
Now, both Kimberly and Chelsy are looking to increase recruiting here on the South Coast, so they've got a pretty big job, I think, and they're going to tell you about that job in just a second. Kimberly, how would you describe, well, either one of you really can take this one, how would you describe the core mission of Big Brothers, Big Sister, Eastern Mass, and what makes your approach to mentorship, because there's a lot of mentoring programs, but what makes your approach so unique?
Sure. So our one-to-one mentoring services really sets us apart. We prioritize and are proud of being the one-to-one nature, where we provide positive role models for kids in our community. It's really about building self-confidence, building self-esteem, helping kids make decisions about anything. You know, what are they thinking they might want to do in life? Or if they're having a problem in school, like a question they can ask an adult. It's really about building stronger kids, stronger families, stronger communities. So as we see, it's a layered approach. We are most focused on making sure these kids are supported. But I think it's also important to understand that it's really a community-wide initiative, and we're just so excited to be growing on the South Coast right now. And I hope it speaks to our mission.
Chelsy, how successful is this program in Eastern Mass? An overview, if you would.
Yeah, so Big Brothers Big Sisters of Eastern Mass serves over 4,000 kids in the state of Massachusetts. We're North Shore all the way down to Cape Cod, and most importantly here in the South Coast, New Bedford, Fall River, Taunton, all those great towns that we live in. Mm-hmm. What sets us apart is that we're connecting kids to mentors in the community on a daily basis, and we have been growing rapidly. We have 75 matches currently in New Bedford region, and we're hoping to grow exponentially in the next year.
All right. I think when you're involved in a program like this, everybody wants to make it better, wants to get more people involved. The particular problem we're here talking about, for most of today anyway, is the fact that you're looking for men to spend some time with young people, with what you call littles, and help them, to mentor them. Now, you know, sometimes mentorship is, that word is reduced. A lot of people look at it and think it's educational. We're going to do schoolwork. Well, we're not going to do schoolwork necessarily. Mentorship, when it comes to Big Brother, Big Sister, Eastern Mass, is really about, I would say, companionship, giving some time, being there, answering a question or two, coming up with some things to do. Am I pretty close, Chelsy? Why don't we start?
Yeah, I would say you're exactly right. It's about friendship first. Mm-hmm. Not there to be a teacher. You're not there to be a parent. You're not there to be a guidance counselor. It's about having fun. The time commitment is only 6 hours a month. So we're looking for you to hang out with your kiddo 2 times a month for 2 to 3 hours at a time. And we have shown that kids reach their highest potential the more adult touch points they have in their lives. And just those 6 hours a month can make a difference. another really nice thing about our program is you have support when you're in the program and actually matched with your little. There's a whole team of staff members that work with you throughout the whole time you're in the relationship. So if you can't come up with activity ideas, you're running into conflicts, there's always a support person on our team working with you the whole time and working with your little and with their family.
Kim, are men harder to recruit than women, and why?
Typically, we say yes. I think it's actually a tough problem to solve, and I don't think it's a new one. I don't think it's one we're doing alone. It's, this is something that just happens to be a challenge that we face. I think it's just the male-female makeup. Females, we notice in the community, are more eager to sign up, but maybe they ask less questions or just find themselves being a little more certain. Never to fault the males. I think it's just maybe a level of uncertainty. And like Chelsy is pointing to, it's 6 hours a month. So having those questions and answers on hand, I think, is a really big deal for us. And I think another piece that I would like to bring in too is that we as an agency are not doing that alone. We talk to other partners. We work with the Greater New Bedford Youth Alliance, and, there's initiative to find more boys as a community, and working with others in the area who I think are actually facing the same challenges, and it's kind of bringing us together, but it's still something we need to solve. Trying to find ways to reach out to the males so they feel comfortable. I really think it comes to having full, direct, clear answers of what the program is set up like, so that there's less questions and unknowns. Right.
Look, you've probably heard every excuse as to why a man can't, I don't have the time, I got a family, my job drives me crazy. You've heard it all. And I'm sure some of those excuses are real. But I wonder if many men today just want to, do they want to make the commitment? I question that. Do they want to make that commitment? And that's, I think that's real.
I am going to add something to that, because I think you're touching on a really deep topic, but we only have 15 minutes. I think it is. And it's not just males. I think males and females present differently, but there's a lot. We all have a lot. And, overstimulation and responsibilities, and how do I add one more thing? That's a common question. And I think it's our job to listen, to ask questions, to ask other community partners, like what they sense, what they feel, so that people feel comfortable and they don't feel overwhelmed by it. It really is as simple as maybe going to the ballpark and shooting hoops. And if that's something that you're naturally doing in your schedule, it really doesn't have to be intimidating. And I think you bring up a good point of how we adjust the approach and, introducing what it actually looks like.
I'm sure you're looking at the approach every day, almost, I would think. Wondering what can we do better. How much, I know there's training available for people who sign up. Mm-hmm. What about for you folks? You've gone through some extensive training as well, trying to learn how to deal with people.
I was just in a 5-hour training yesterday in Boston Seaport, enjoying my time with my colleagues and learning a lot. We do a lot of training. We have internal training. Big Brothers Big Sisters of America provides us with training. But I would like to point out that as much as the agency is trying to be on top of what's important to our kiddos, we also pass that down to our mentors. So all of our mentors receive lots of training opportunities as well. They have that support. So if it's something that, maybe men or women are just not sure what they would do with a kiddo, or how they could fit that in, but there is going to be support for you. It's not just something that you're thrown into. You're really set up for success from the beginning.
So how many young people, you may have mentioned this earlier, but how many young people are you serving on the South Coast now?
In the South Coast, we have 75 strong matches. That would be New Bedford, Fall River, and greater areas around there. Okay. And we have close to 100 kids on our wait list. So a significant need for mentors right now. We're serving 75 kids, but we could double that if we had the people coming forward.
Okay. You're listening to Town Square Sunday. I'm Jim Phillips. My guests are Kimberly Rioux and Chelsy Baker of Big Brother, Big Sister of Eastern Massachusetts. Kim, what qualifications are needed to become a Big?
We like to keep it simple. I think that is key. Typically the main, 18 years or older, some source of transportation to be able to navigate with your little around town. Easy and willing is what we like to say. It's a 2-minute application online is what I'm trying to say. So it is accessible on our website at emassbigs.org. You can navigate to the volunteer tab, and then there'll be a big green box to say apply now. Like I said, 2 minutes. But really, we like to keep it extremely simple and highlight that it will be fun once you get on board.
Chelsy, elaborate if you would. What type of training, professional support, and resources does your organization provide to ensure that these mentorship matches are safe, healthy, and built to last? You mentioned that you got somebody standing by, ready to help a Big.
Yes.
In the event there is an issue or a problem, where they just can't think of anything to do.
Yeah, so there's that whole MASH support team that's going to be working with you when you're a Big, closely one-on-one. There's training ahead of time, and something that is exciting that we haven't touched on yet is our partnership opportunities. We want everything to be free and low cost, so we have some great partnerships with local places like Buttonwood Park Zoo, where you can get free discounted tickets for you and your little to attend. So there's a lot of support around activity ideas as well. And we try to also reinforce safety. So aside from the application, of course, there's background checks for everyone involved. We have safety guidelines. That's another great thing that match support person will do, is reiterate our safety guidelines to you, make sure everyone's doing everything according to our program, and most importantly, having the most fun.
Is there a group of youngsters, Kim, that really underserved age-wise? Was it teens? Is it really little kids? Tell me.
Yeah, and Chelsy, back me up on this. So we're 7 to 12. We enroll kids age 7 to 12. However, once they're enrolled at 7 to 12, we do have teens involved in the program. It's just more being enrolled between 7 and 12. I think that's a hard question to answer. I always say there's always a kid in need. And as my job as the community engagement specialist is not to turn anybody away. Making sure that anybody in any situation knows that they are welcome into our Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Eastern Mass family, and we encourage everybody to enroll. So I don't think I have a direct answer for you, but we just hope any kid who's in need will come find us.
So a young person who enrolled at 10 years old and now is 12 or 13,
yep,
he or she can still continue.
Correct.
As long as they want
enrollment
to continue the
age.
Yes.
Right.
So I've actually been a Big Sister for 5 years now. Mm-hmm. So I was volunteering well before I actually started working at the agency. I was matched with my little when she was 11, and she's 16 now. We still get together once or twice a month as the program requires. We're doing more fun things like learning to drive and preparing for SATs. Back when she was 11, we were playing a lot of Uno. So as Kim was saying, 7 to 12, but there's all sorts of kids. And I would point out that we do have a very important matching process. You're not just matched with a particular kid. We really are going to look at what your interests and hobbies are as a Big, your background as a Big, where you live, and match you up with a strong little that you guys are going to have a jumping off point in your relationship and something to talk about. Because let's be honest, a new relationship can be awkward, whether you're adults or kids. So we really want to have something in common for you guys to start your relationship with. So that's important to us.
What are some of the specific challenges that youth in our local communities are facing right now that a mentor can help navigate? What's working now, I guess, is the best way to put it. What what's working for these relationships, for mentors and littles?
One thing, and we can tag off, but I would say this is, again, not new, but, being on their phones, being in isolation, I think those go hand in hand. Mentorship is an engaging activity, so it's, removing the phones, removing the social aspect that is what's causing the problems right now. I think mentorship is key because it's taking kids out of a shell. It's taking them out of their routine. It's taking them out of the norm for them and exposing them to just a new way of thinking, which for, I feel, anybody, adult or child, is very inspiring. And I think that's where we can say it becomes transforming for both the big and the little. I think it removes aspects of the day-to-day for both parties that really takes each individual to the next level, which is really empowering to see. And I think that's why I love my job.
Is isolation, kids on the phone all the time, is isolation number one problem you see? Now, I know you see a lot of littles with some issues, but what do you think, Chelsy?
Yeah, I would point out that our kids come from anywhere, so any type of backgrounds. We focus on, confidence, curiosity, social and emotional competence. These kids come from all different backgrounds. I think isolation is a problem. I think it's a problem for adults and kids. I'm no expert there. But I would say, reiterate what Kim said, getting out of your norm, getting out of your house, doing something fun. A lot of kids don't know what they're into. They're only 11. They need to be introduced to hobbies. They need to go out and learn new skills. And everyone can use an extra adult in their life. Even I could.
Yeah. If listeners want to get more information or sign up based on what they've heard today, where should they go?
Yeah, they're more than welcome to reach out to any one of us. emassbigs.org is always the place that we try to send people, just because it's mostly direct. But we're more than welcome to email me, email Chelsy. We have access via the website and email. So yeah, that would be the most direct way.
Okay. And if listeners want to donate to your program, give
same way. emassbigs.org. Yep. E as in Eastern. All the information would be on there directly. Or if you want to reach out to Kim and I personally, that's great too. But our website is really where it's going to give you the most information and going to silo you down to the correct location for what you want to do and how you want to help us.
My guests have been Kim Rioux and Chelsy Baker of the Big Brother, Big Sister program of Eastern Massachusetts. Thank you both for coming in. Good luck with your recruiting effort, really.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
It's a real need, and I hope you can get somebody to sign up and get involved.
Yeah. Thanks, Jim.
Thank you.
Stay with us. There's a shakeup in the leadership at Dennison Memorial Center in the south end of New Bedford. More on that when Town Square Sunday continues.
Big color, bigger savings. Sherwin-Williams Super Sale is here. Get 40% off paints and stains June 5th through the 11th with prices starting at $30.89. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
Today on the pod, we're talking to Joan, a method actor and Scratchers enthusiast. So, Joan, what do you like about playing Scratchers?
Well, as a method actor, it's about becoming the ticket. Scratching up, down, stage left, stage right.
So what's your motivation? Because your performance feels so real.
Oh, I was just tapping into my inner Scratchers.
incredible.
Yes, bravo me.
Scratchers from the California Lottery. A little play can make your day. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 years or older to purchase, play, or claim.